What's going on, everyone? My name is UnderTheRadar, and welcome back to the APA. This is going to be the Week 4 Team Builder. Today we're going up against Root and the New Jersey Brobats, right? Brobats? I think it's Brobats. Either way, this game is actually like a pretty big deal. Because if I lose this game, I'm moving forward onto the next 4 weeks with a record of 2-2 instead of 3-1, which I'd rather be 3-1 to be top of the league. Like, not very to be top, because I think some people are going undefeated, but like within the top like 8 to guarantee playoffs. So it's super important that I win this game. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've already played this game, and I'm a forehead, like a big forehead, because actually let me go and turn the music up just a little bit because it's a little quiet. There we go. That's a little bit louder. Because the team that I'm bringing, I made a pretty big misgen on, and it is going to impact the way I have to play the entire game. But either way, I'm going to tell you what I'm bringing and what the idea behind the entire team was, because the team, I think, was like pretty fucking spicy and pretty fire. Like, I'm really proud of the team. So the main win con that I wanted to have was this Gengar spread. Enough speed for his Delphox, I believe. I don't care about outspeeding Tauros or speed tying with it. If I have to rely on a speed tie as it is, I didn't play the game well, and I deserve to lose the game because of a speed tie anyway. So I always build as though I'm not expecting to get a speed tie. I'm bringing dual stab with Hex and Will-O-Wisp. So Will-O-Wisp is just because this Pokemon forces a lot of switches on his entire team. As you can see, the only really good poison switch in he has is like Cresselia and Scizor, neither one of which want to switch into a Life Orbed Shadow Ball. So it's really, really easy for me to pressure his entire team with this specific Gengar spread. Life Orb allows me to OHKO and two-shot literally everything on his entire team. He doesn't have a single thing that can take 2 hits aside from like a berry, which would then allow him to take 1, another one live at a very sliver, and then be dead. So very, 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 very good Pokemon this game. And in order to have this Pokemon win, I needed to be able to pressure things like Scizor to bullet punch me. I need to be able to pressure Lando so that way he can't be like Scarfed Lando and just come in and kill me every single time. I need to be able to pressure Gren because Gren can just outspeed me. I needed a way to pressure Delphox and Tauros and Mega Beedrill too. And the easiest way for me to do that on my team, in my opinion, is my Ludicolo. As you can see, this set is very, very, very unique. I have enough speed to outspeed a Choice Scarf Landorus in the rain. With this investment, I also tank a +6 Adamant Leftovers Bullet Punch from Scizor after Stealth Rocks, meaning I can come in, tank the rocks, hit him with a Waterium Z from Surf in the rain, and guarantee kill him every single time. And that's if I let him set up to +6, which nothing on my team lets him set up to +6 easily. So this Pokemon is meant to be a safety check to that, as well as also guaranteeing that I do a lot of damage to Lando, Gren, Delmise, Delphox, Druddigon, Granbull, Mega Beedrill. He doesn't have a single thing that can tank a bunch of hits from this aside from his Cresselia. And as you can see, I'm bringing both of my big bulky psychic checks because I think Cresselia has to come since I have Tapu Koko Lucha. It pretty much means guaranteed that he has to bring his Cresselia, and maybe his Granbull. I could see Druddigon as like a Rough Skin Rocky Helmet to tank the hit and just get off a lot of damage. But he needs to have something to be able to check it. So Cresselia is definitely coming, which is why I wanted to bring this combined with both of my bulky psychic checks. So this offensive core works out really, really well with beating down his entire team, and if I can bring bulk that can outlast his bulk and deal with his offense, I'll be in a really good position. So we're going to be bringing Pelipper. This has enough speed for like 12, 24 invested Scizor. I also have enough defense to be able to tank a +4 knockoff, I believe, from Adamant Leftover Scizor, or like non-boosting item Scizor, which is really, really cool. Scald, Hurricane, and Roost and U-Turn just does a lot of damage to his entire team, and this pressures Delmise, which means that this has a main check in Delmise, which means if I can weaken it with this, I'm in a really good position. So hold on one second. So if I'm able to pressure Delmise with this, it's really, really nice. However, as you can see, I made a really big misgen. and I forgot to put on Drizzle. So, everything that I wanted this to outspeed and be able to kill, I'm going to have to play the game as though I can't. So, that kind of sort of sucks. But either way, this Pokemon still does a lot. And then that means that these 4 Mons right here, my bulk, I'm going to have to lean a lot more on. And luckily, with my spreads that I came up with, I'm able to do that. So, Fizdef Ferrothorn, 132 special attack EVs with Hidden Power Ice guarantees that I always 2-shot Landorus T if he's max HP after Stealth Rocks, meaning he can never reliably set up to plus 2 speed and plus 2 attack on me, which typically he would be able to. So that's really good. Power Weapon Knockoff. Knockoff is really good at getting rid of his items. I need to get rid of AV on the Delmise. What time do I need up tomorrow? 7:30, please. Getting rid of the AV on Delmise, getting rid of the lefties on Cress, doing a lot of damage to Beedrill, getting rid of the Scarf on Tauros. There's a bunch of things that I wish to knock off. So, very crucial. And the special attack investment, as I said, I just realized I wasted 4 EVs. Oh well, it's 4 EVs. It really doesn't matter that much. This team had a lot wrong with it. Either way, really good check to a bunch of his offensive threats, and I need it. And then, of course, I wanted to have a way of checking the Delphox, and I wanted to have a way of checking the Greninja, and a way of checking the Jolteon. Bunch of things like that. So, fun fact, it just turned midnight, and on April the 8th, so it is currently my birthday, and I'm getting a bunch of text messages, which is kind of cool. I feel pretty special. But yeah, so this set is there to guarantee that I kill Delphox with Pursuit after Stealth Rocks. I also take like nothing from Fire Blast, especially if I'm in the rain, which, spoilers, I never will be. I also can tank hits from Tauros pretty well, Granbull pretty well, Greninja really well. So ultimately, this was just a really good blanket check to a lot of his special threats. And I feel as though with this being like Fizdef, this being Fizdef, this being AV, I feel like I was a little weak to some of his special mons. But looking back at it, I probably could have made this like mixed defensive instead of fully Spadef. And if I had done that, I probably would have ran like Flamethrower over Ice Beam, but it's whatever with Cloud9. But either way, this thing is meant to help take on, again, Greninja, Jolteon, Delphox, just very blanket things. I probably should have put enough defense investment to ensure that Lando can never 2-shot me with EQ, but I feel as though with this plus this plus this, I would always have enough. And with this, it was always, if I have Rain Up, I definitely have enough. So, yeah, that's where that is. But overall, I'm still really proud of the way that the team came out. I think that the team is very well put together. A lot of his threats versus me that he has to bring to deal with Tapu Koko Lucha, I feel as though I deal with pretty well with this team. Like Cresselia, I feel like I deal with really well, as as like Druddigon, Granbull. Mega Beedrill's a little scary, but overall, I really do like this team. Delphox is something that I think is an underrated threat, especially without me bringing Rain, because I'm a dumbass, but overall, very cool team. Very excited to play Root. I love Root to death, and I hope you guys are excited to watch the game. If you are, make sure to leave a like down below for me, and make sure you check out my buddy Root. But with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.